the tilled soil, and you make the put pistons in front of the water source blocks, and what that basically does is oh, there's a zombie now. That basically just makes it so that you get redstone, which is sort of like electrical wire. You hook that up to the piston, and eventually, once you have it all set up properly, you hit a button, and it opens the pistons. You actually have to invert the signal, so it's a little bit difficult to set up. Redstone is pretty difficult, actually. But the point is, you press a button, it opens the pistons, or closes the pistons, rather, releasing the water, and then all your planted stuff, once it's fully grown, will be released. So it picks up all your stuff, all your seeds, your carrots, your wheat, potatoes, all that good stuff, just brings it right to you. So it's actually a really convenient system. Anyway, one thing I did forget to make before we came out was a tree axe. I sometimes call it a wood axe by accident, but that's actually more descriptive of the material than the type of tool. So I tend to say tree axe, and that is, it requires the same amount of material as a pickaxe, but it's formed differently. It's actually, your two sticks vertically, and then you have one directly above that, one piece of stone or iron, one to the left of that, and then one right below that. So I'll show you that in a bit when I get back to base. Oh, I should actually collect some of this sand. Sand is great for growing reeds more quickly than on dirt, which I also need to get. When I get iron, I'll make a bucket and set up a reed garden and an infinite water source. There's so much to show you guys. And so I'll make a bucket and go from there. Oh, I wish I had ice skates. Oh, the other thing is you can throw sand in a furnace and smelt it up, or whatever you want to call it, and that will make glass. Glass can be used just as a regular block of glass, or you can do a pattern, a crafting pattern, and that will turn it into glass panes. You get 16 glass panes. So for doing like a wall of glass, that's actually much more economical. And as far as killing animals goes, oh yes, there's a mushroom biome. As far as killing animals goes, at the beginning you also do have to kill sheep as opposed to shearing them, because you don't have any iron to make shears out of. Also, I'm really sorry this is so laggy. I'm doing backups on my computer, but it shouldn't be causing this much lag. Oh, there we go. Let's turn this down to normal. It should be much better. Unload those trunks, baby. Alright, that sounded really gross. Yeah, it's a mushroom biome. That's awesome. I should build my base over here. Oh, but I already have it set up. I'm not that attached to it. That's fine. The mycelium blocks are. I mean, that's actually part of why I wanted to come over here, or wanted this seed called family, because I wanted to build a base in the mushroom biome. They're actually a pretty rare thing. You don't get to see them that often. I did a single-player survival one time, and I actually built my house under one of these mushroom domes. It was pretty funny. Alright, anyway, let's see if I can get some sheep. Let's get their wools. I think one of the crappy things about the mycelium blocks, or however you say that, I think if you put dirt on top of it, it actually turns it into a mycelium block, so you can't plant on it. So I may have to... Oh god, I'm dying. Sheep will have to wait. I'm gonna head back to my base. See if I can find red mushrooms, actually. So the thing... I'm on normal mode. The thing about dying of hunger, you don't actually die of hunger, but it will take you down to half a heart of health. So you have to be really, really careful. You can't fall at all. You can't be hit by anything. You have to be super careful. Yeah, I'm definitely moving back here. I'm going to build a giant base inside this mountain. So I'm going to actually mark it with a torch. Another thing I want to talk to you about briefly is your hotbar. So your hotbar is at the bottom. That's another part of the controls I should have mentioned earlier. Yeah, I'm going to die. But anyway, the hotbar is numbers 1 through 9 because you have 9 slots. And I'm very particular about where I put my items because you get accustomed to a certain way of playing. So I actually have it mostly set up now, except I don't have any tree axes. But 1 is pickaxe, 2 is sword, 3, well, right now it's seeds, but 3 would be a tree axe, 4 is a bow if I have bow and arrow, and then all the way at the end is 9, and that would be my torches. I always keep torches there. But other than that, it doesn't really matter. Everything in the middle is up for grabs, depending on what I'm doing at the time. But I guess you'll see more of that as we go along and make more progress. Alright, so what I'm hoping is by the time I get back to base, well, I want to grab all my stuff. Where's the sun? Yeah, I can't do it right now. Especially if I don't eat. I don't want to kill a piggy. I'm going to have to, though. I'm sorry, piggy. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your meats. You're providing these lovely viewers with more time with me. If this was a hardcore game, I'd be dead already. End of story. But it's not, so thank you, piggies, for your sacrifice. The Minecraft gods thank you. Notch, Jeb, Carl Manna, however you say his name. He's the CEO of Mojang, the Swedish company that makes Minecraft. Nerd points for anyone who knew that. Anyway, this is the last one I can kill. And then fully vegetarian after that. Come here. Alright, you're free. You're too smart for me, you're free. So I'm gonna get back to base, eat some of this pork chops. Don't waste it. And then I'm gonna grab all my loot when it's sunrise after I do a little bit of mining. I can actually keep this as an external mine. I'm not sure how good the mines are underneath mushroom biomes, but I assume it's the same. But yeah, I mean, it's already set up. Might as well keep it. Alright, so pork chops go in where you're cooking, and you put coal as fuel, and you're good to go. Alright. Yeah, the wheat's not even grown yet anyway, so I would have been dead. Yeah, might as well keep this here. Might as well. Alright. So I'm going to eat some pork chops, and I'm actually going to see if there's anything mineable in a close area. Basically have, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes until the sun comes up. A full day-night cycle in Minecraft is exactly 20 minutes. So keep that in mind. Obviously the monsters come out at night, and actually, well, one of the things is, so they come out at night, right? But when it's daytime, the undead ones, unless they're in shade, the undead ones will burn up, which is pretty awesome. So that's the skeletons and the zombies. And then, excuse me, creepers, I don't think they really care. They just hang out, which is not very nice. Creepers are one of the worst mobs. Definitely. Endermen are also pretty bad. And then spiders, during the daytime, they become docile, and they don't attack you unless you attack them first. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Spiders are kind of mean. The worst mobs, at least in the overworld, which is the normal world, creepers for sure, skeletons, and endermen. Then you have the nether, which is the hell world. Blaze or blazemen, terrible, and gas, those are the flying things that sound like cats. They're also pretty bad. Oh, and I'm just going to hover over this and press 1, and it drops into my hotbar. And it would replace anything if anything was there. So that's a new feature actually of 1.4. I think there's a cave down here. Son of a bitch. Also, if you're not a fan of swearing, you may not want to watch my videos. I don't swear all the time, and I don't make offensive comments, but I do swear. So, just a note. Yeah, there's probably a cave system down here. Probably a ravine or something. Stupid zombies. Zombies are... they're not harmless, but, I mean, you have to come in contact with them. They have to be, like, on you and touching you in order for them to hurt you. So, I mean, you have a lot more breathing room with zombies than, say, skeletons who have projectiles, you know, their arrows, bow and arrow, with which to shoot you. Creepers, you know, they come close, and if you don't move far enough away, fast enough, they will blow up, and that is no fun. Spiders can bite you, which is not a problem unless they're cave spiders. I mean, it is a problem, but not a big problem. Because cave spiders have poison, and that will keep a lasting effect on you for maybe like 30 seconds or something like that. I don't know. Yep, here we go, cave system. And I can already tell there's lava because it's lit up down here. But what I want to do is get some lava, not lava. Yep, there's lava. I hate lava. Go away, lava. I was speaking about formulas and stuff, and how this game uses formulas. That's actually another formula, is whether, you know, when you block up lava, whether or not it will keep flowing. Just another interesting tidbit. That would never be on Jeopardy, but yeah. I actually like dead ends. I find that they're very useful because cave systems tend to go on forever in this game. And dead ends are a nice little, you know, breath of relief. Well, unless they're really small like this. Why was there creepy music just then? Alright, so another thing. You have different rarities of ores, and so on, it's, you know, whatever, the different things you can mine in this game. And a lot of times it's actually based on, oh, this is more iron, good. Iron is always important. You need lots of iron for weapons, tools, and armor. But anyway, take a note. Your X and Y, or I'm sorry, X and Z on the coordinates there, that's your forward, backward, left, right. You know, just like pre-calculus, I guess it was. I don't know, I went up to Calc 3 and I took Calculus 3 twice and passed it twice, so there. Anyway, your Y coordinates are your height. So, height is often referenced as far as where you can find diamonds, emeralds, coal, iron, all that stuff. I'm at 49. So, the best place to find diamonds in general, well, the only place it comes in is between 0 and 16. And when you talk about Y, that's above the bedrock level, which is level 0. Bedrock is impenetrable. It's got black, gray, and white like pattern. It's pretty easy to identify. It also has a particle animation above it, so you can usually identify it. But don't try mining it or breaking it, because it will never work. Unless you have some kind of cheat on, I guess. I guess if you're in creative mode. Again, I'm sorry this is so laggy. I'm not sure what's going on here. But anyway, so we're talking about levels above 0. Diamonds will spawn in between 0 and 16. Generally between, I think most commonly between, I'd say 8 to 12, 10, 6, so I'd say between 6 to 12. That's where we've had most luck with it. Oftentimes they're around lava pools, which thrills me. I love lava. No, lava has good uses, but I usually die in it, so. Oh good, we already have 15 iron. And actually, if you take note here, this is iron ore. It's a block. That's exactly what I, mined and picked up. But you have to put that in the furnace to get a usable form of it. So the most scarce things, lapis lazuli, which essentially is only a dye in this version. I don't think it has any other uses in this version besides weird crafting things. I can't even think of anything that you craft it with. Craft with it, rather. That, by the way, was my my XP level increasing. You see where it says 5? So basically, when you do mining, you get those green particles flying at your face. When you smelt things, cook up food, whatever, that's when you get points, XP. Experience points. I'm so experienced at this game. Emeralds, diamonds are usually the most sought after things in the game. And they're also the most rare. Emeralds are definitely more rare than diamonds. Alright, I don't want to get too involved down here. I'm going to keep this as an external mining base, but I really should go move my stuff, I think. So I'm actually going to head up after I get this iron. Cool. Another thing to note. So, okay, say you die. It's going to happen if you play this game. When you die, except in the case when you fall in lava and die, your stuff will drop. It'll scatter all around the place. Usually it sprays in a big pattern. But it will actually stay in that same area where it falls for 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to go and find your stuff and get it back. Otherwise it will despawn and disappear forever. All your nice things, think about them disappearing. Oh man, I really need to come back down here. So a thing about like pickaxes and mining, in general, I think one of the best tools to have, at least towards the beginning, is iron pickaxes and iron swords, whatever. Oh crap, where did they come in? Dope. Here? Yes. Okay, mark it down. Boom, there we go. Because iron will allow you to mine pretty much anything that is mineable. Definitely diamond. Redstone, which is, like I was saying, sort of like electrical wiring. Yeah, I think everything. Whereas, like, if you have a gold pickaxe, you can't even mine gold with a gold pickaxe, which I think is a little bit strange, but who am I to talk? Let me see. Oh, good. Oh, and it's sunrise, perfect. So I'm actually going to grab these saplings. I'm going to leave all the stuff that I made, the furnace. I'm going to get the door real quick, actually, for the mine. I'm going to grab everything out of the chest. You know what? I'll actually bring the chest, too. Why not? I'm going to leave the 2 furnaces and the crafting bench here. Make a door. Boom, boom. And put that on the mine entrance, and I can always come back here whenever I want, because it's actually not very far from where I'm going to put the new base. And it's smart to do. That's not going to work. Alright, that will work. I want to get all these seeds, though. They're going to come up. Not a good thing to lose. Oh, another thing. Alright, so you see that little black box there in the middle where my cursor is? That's called the hitbox. And the hitbox is very important because that will tell you what current block you're selecting. If you're too far away, it won't select anything. And it's very important to use that to your advantage, because I think we're good to go. You know, that's how you figure out what you're looking at. And I'm going to leave these trees here as another reference for where I am. Some more torches. And I'm going to run over to the mushroom biome, where all the mycelium is. Say thank you to your pig brothers for their sacrifice, please. Alright, well anyway, I think it's about time to end this episode. I think very first thing next episode is we're actually going to start on making a base. Well, a new base in the mycelium. Let me just get there real quick and dig a little hole. I don't actually even have to do that, but it makes sense too. Oh goodness, oh no, it's over here still, isn't it? Yeah, let me find that awesome mountain. One of the cool things you can do if you have, I think it's red mushrooms. I don't know if brown mushrooms do it as well. Oh, by the way, swimming, to swim you use the space bar. You press and hold that. One of the cool things about red mushrooms, at least, which I found a little bit difficult to replicate sometimes, is if you have it in your hand and you place it on dirt. Sometimes it doesn't place on dirt, but you know, you try to. Place it on dirt and then hit it with bone meal, which is made by taking a bone and crafting it, and that turns into bone meal. You actually get one of these big mushrooms. You know, if you can duplicate that successfully. So, worth a shot. You know what? I'm actually going to choose right here. Also, never dig the block directly below you. That is a terrible, terrible thing to do, and a really good way to die, because a lot of times there will be lava directly underneath you. Here we go. Nice little place to start. I love the breaking animation. I think that's so cool. And then if you use different texture packs, and you really get into that, different texture packs have different ways of showing that breaking animation. For instance, there was one that I really liked that was basically, I forget which one it was, but it would like, it was sort of just like a rectangle that would like come across, you know, all the different faces of it, so really neat way to show that destroying effect. And what's this? This is a ravine over here. We may not even need to go back to that other base, honestly. But you know, if we find a little cave system that kind of runs dry here, always a good place to go back to, and we know where it is. Really easy to find. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quit out of here. I'm actually going to cover myself all the way up here, nice and safe. And when I quit and then come back in later, I will be in the same spot, hopefully. Should be. And I'll keep all my inventory. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys like this, so please hit that like button, subscribe, watch our other series, and leave some comments.